before I get into today's video, I gotta state the next video that's gonna be coming out after this is called Negativity is a Necessary Evil. That's the video I'm working on right now. I'm kind of in the script phase and just thinking it out. And I just need something on the channel to hold you guys over till we get to that. So I got a tweet from a Twitter user, Khaled. Shouts out to him. And I also want to give a shout out to Quimax. Be sure to check out his channel. I told him I'll give him a shout out. I asked for some Pokemon Go gameplay for Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, but he ain't got it for me. So I still want to give him a shout out. So be sure to check out his channel if you're into Pokemon. So today we're going to be talking about this BBC article, and we're going to be talking about BBC. So dicks and chicks, two of my favorite things to talk about. I know Iron Mexican is sitting in this house. He's like, oh, somebody's talking about dicks. Oh my goodness. The end of his tip head probably just jumped a little bit. So essentially there is 3 chicks that we're going to be covering in this video. They are getting ripped apart on social media, and they're getting ripped apart by women and butt babies. Now, this is where I'm going to just be that guy. I'm going to be the light in the darkness. Usually I'm the darkness and the light, but right now I'm gonna be the light in the darkness. And this is gonna be a hard pill to swallow for some of the ladies. I know it hurts. These women, I put this in air quotes, are taking from you. But let me explain why this won't work. You can drag them all you want, but it won't work. Let's look at Emma Hallberg. She's one of the people that is being dragged, right? She got the 4C hair type. She got the baby hairs laid down, looking like a mix between a Latina, a Puerto Rican, and a light-skinned bad yellow bone, right? Let me explain something. Brothers don't care. When that BBC fills up with blood, when the blood goes from his brain and just goes into the BBC, and the balls start to get a little tight, and the BBC comes out, and the head, the magnificent head, just swells up like a rhino's horn, and it just looks like it's so full of blood that the skin on the BBC is gonna tear. Do you really think that they care about this woman's ethnic background in the slightest? Hell no. When the BBC is full of blood and it's swollen too, they have come to lay down the redacted, okay? I don't want to discredit you being upset. You have every right to feel upset about whatever you want. But when we look at them numbers and we look at clout that they're getting from this, and this is just one I'm just like, I mean, being upset about it ain't gonna change the fact that the email and the business promotion and the interview request are probably through the roof. We're gonna use my numbers. I always like using my numbers to give a reference to how ridiculous probably the numbers of another person is. We get about 1,500 views of it. You know, I'm happy with those numbers, man. Those numbers be making me feel good. I go out in the other room and say, hey mama, look at the numbers on my newest video. I don't feel like a loser no more. And this is not good. This is not good at all. When I know a video's doing well is when I start getting emails. And I start getting people like, hey man, I see you're doing your thing. Hey, do you need some artwork? Hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Like, people reach out to you and are trying to let you know how well you're doing. That's when I'm like, okay, video's doing pretty good. I like seeing that. I want to show you something. When I went to this woman's page, there's 3 of them. Let's look at these numbers. The first chick, when I found out about this about 3 weeks ago, she had, I want to say, between 70,000 to 120,000 followers. She's at 270,000. Her Instagram, in the last 30 days, she has gotten 105,000 followers. She has a YouTube that has 2 videos and has over 21,000 subscribers. I'm just scratching my head, bro. I'm just scratching my head. That's all I'm doing. I'm just scratching my head. Now, this is why I'm scratching my head. There's a lot of chicks. Now, if you go back to the Instagram, and even if you go to her YouTube videos and you look at the comments, a lot of ladies upset. I refuse to believe from all these 100,000 followers is all chicks, man. The brothers are there. They hiding. They don't want to get called a coon. So they hiding in them DMs. Oh my goodness. This is one of them times, bro. I wish we really had a sub base like that, because I would reach out just like, yo, I don't really care about this scenario, but can you confirm something for me so I can sleep better at night? What does the DMs look like right now? Let me just go through the DMs and check, please. Because I guarantee, this is why redacted don't be working. This is why, like, when people be doing this little outrage thing, like, oh my goodness, look at Whoa Vicky. She's just taking it from us. Go look at Whoa Vicky's comments now. Brothers don't give a redacted on Whoa Vicky's comments now, because it's like the memes already happened, but when it was coming up, people were upset, like, oh my God, look at Whoa Vicky. I can keep it a buck, and I feel like people don't be keeping it a buck with themselves. I was watching the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Fun fact, somebody ever puts a gun to your head. It's one of my favorite podcasts, even though Charlamagne, I kind of feel like it's bringing the podcast down as it goes on, but it's understandable. All his actions are under a microscope at this point. So he had this guy on the show named Mouse Jones. Mouse Jones went on there and started saying crazy stuff like, man, I don't mess with these white women. I don't mess with them. And he said he only messed with one white woman. He does not be messing with them. He found out she was white. He immediately cut her off. All this extra stuff, right? So Andrew Schulz, the co-host on the show, brought the woman onto his own podcast called Flagrant 2. And he brought Mouse Jones. The woman was exposing him. She was letting him know, like, no, this brothers knew I was white before he started laying that Dickens down on my backs. Very entertaining episode. But it just goes to show, hey, some brothers, they don't care. They don't care. They just going, hey, if it's thick and that ass shaking is juicy, they gonna get up behind it, they gonna go up in it raw, and they gonna watch the creamsicle build up, bro. Now, our second woman, and this is the one that they wrote the BBC article on. We're gonna just take a look, right? I just want everybody to be honest. You know, if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But let's just go ahead and take a look at some of these photos. So you ain't redacted. That's just you know. This is from her YouTube video. So you're not redacted. No. So nobody hitting. Nobody hitting. Nobody hitting. Nobody hitting. Nobody hitting? Come on, son. Nobody hitting? Nobody hitting. Nobody hitting. Come on, man. We know how thickness is working nowadays, man. We know how thickness is working. Brothers. He's out here calling Momokun thick still. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I just, you know what's hilarious about this? It's story time with Robin, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna keep y'all guys for too long. This is when I started realizing this, right? I remember a couple years back, right? We're getting in the time machine. Follow me to the past, 2008. I'm in Arizona. I'm looking for munition before I blow up, man. I gotta take him out before he becomes a detriment in the future. I'm at the NBA All-Star game. Is it All-Star? I think it's the All-Star game, yeah, in Arizona. I'm at the hotel with my aunt, who's a pastor, and her friend, who's also a pastor. So you can imagine how awkward this was. I'm standing there, okay? We're at the hotel. We're on the elevator. Two voluptuous, beautiful women are on the elevator. And I'm like, wow, very pretty ladies. We get off the elevator. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been in a place where you start to realize something. You didn't realize it at first, but you start to realize it a little later. This is what that was. I realized it a little later. I walk in. There is bad redacted everywhere. And at the time, young Rob, I'm like, why are all these bad redacted out here, man? All these beautiful ladies. Oh my God. Fat neck having Rob. Okay. More of a neck than I got now. It didn't hit me that a lot of these women were out here shopping for a ball player. And I guarantee it worked. So now when we're looking at some of these juicy, they're not what they say they are. They're genetically modified. They got the HGH all in them. Do you really think one of these rappers that ain't out here ain't in this chick's DMs? Like, yo, so what's up? You trying to be in a music video? Hey, yo, so what's up? Like, yo, I'm trying to fly you out. Like, I'm just saying, like, yo, let's fly you out. Let's collab. No, collab is that dick going in you from the back. That's their idea of collabing. I guarantee. So when I'm seeing a whole bunch of ladies mad, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, oh no, I don't want to discredit your anger. You can feel free to be angry all you want. I just have the thought, I'm like, all right, this may be a hard pill to swallow. It's a pill I had to swallow many years ago. This woman's gonna win. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's hard. That's a nasty pill. It's hard when you see your enemies doing good and you not, and you just sitting there thinking to yourself like, why? Why them? I know that's a hard pill to swallow. It's hard, it's angry. But it's a pill that you gotta swallow nonetheless. So when I'm looking at this, I just think it's entertaining. I think it's entertaining. I'm gonna say my final piece. I would just love to see their DMs. I would love to see the DMs, man. Just the simping going on in the DMs. I would love to see it. So that's my thoughts on this entire thing. I hope this one holds you over. I hope you got a good little chuckle out of this. I'm mad at myself because when I was walking around my house, like, monologuing this, it was so fire. And then when I turned that mic on, I'm like, damn, man, I couldn't bring the level of heat I wanted to bring. I was like, I'm Kaioken level 2, but when I was walking around my house monologuing, boy, I was in that Super Saiyan 3. So I hope you guys got a good little laugh out of this. My next video, Negativity is a Necessary Evil, shall be up maybe 5-6 days. I'm still working on the script for it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I would love to know the brothers' thoughts. I'll see you guys on the next one. Everybody have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.